Starting a business in a village in Kenya can be one of the smartest ways to build wealth and financial stability. Many people believe that success only happens in big towns such as Nairobi or Mombasa, but the truth is that villages hold powerful economic opportunities. In many rural areas, people need goods and services every day, yet there are few entrepreneurs providing them. This means that anyone with determination, patience, and a good idea can build a successful business. Village businesses often require less capital, lower rent, and fewer operating expenses compared to businesses in towns and cities. Because of this, many people who start small village enterprises are able to grow steadily and eventually expand into larger businesses. Kenya's rural economy is heavily driven by agriculture, trade, and small services. Villages are full of hardworking farmers, traders, teachers, and families who depend on local markets. These communities need food supplies, transport, clothing, farm inputs, and everyday household products. When someone starts a business that provides these needs, they quickly become an important part of the community. Villagers also tend to support local businesses because they trust familiar people more than distant companies. This trust creates loyal customers who keep coming back. Another advantage of village businesses is the availability of natural resources. Land is often cheaper or already owned by families. Water sources, farming space, and open markets are more accessible than in crowded urban areas. Many profitable businesses in villages are connected to agriculture because farming remains one of the main economic activities in rural Kenya. When entrepreneurs combine farming with smart business ideas, they can create sustainable sources of income that support their families for many years. One of the most popular village businesses in Kenya is poultry farming. Chickens are among the easiest livestock to raise, and they provide two valuable products: eggs and meat. Eggs are eaten daily in homes, hotels, schools, and food kiosks. Because of this constant demand, poultry farmers often have reliable markets for their products. Starting a poultry farm does not require very large land. Even a small piece of land can support dozens or hundreds of chickens if it is properly managed. A beginner might start with about 50 chicks, build a simple chicken house, and provide proper feeding and vaccination. The initial cost may range from around 20,000 Kenyan shillings to about 100,000 Kenyan shillings, depending on the size of the project. With good care and regular feeding, chickens grow quickly and begin producing eggs within a few months. Over time, the farmer can increase the number of birds and sell both eggs and mature chickens. Dairy farming is another profitable activity in many Kenyan villages. Milk is an essential food product that many households use every day. It is used to prepare tea, porridge, and other meals. Because of this, milk sellers rarely lack customers. A dairy farmer usually starts by purchasing 1 or 2 healthy dairy cows. These cows produce milk daily, which can be sold to neighbors, shops, hotels, or milk collection centers. The cost of buying a good dairy cow can range from about 150,000 Kenyan shillings to about 500,000 Kenyan shillings, depending on the breed. Although dairy farming requires proper feeding, veterinary care, and water supply, it can generate stable income for many years. Some farmers also add value to milk by making yogurt or fermented milk products, which can be sold at higher prices. Crop farming is another common business in villages. Farmers grow maize, beans, vegetables, fruits, and many other crops. Vegetables such as kale, spinach, tomatoes, onions, and cabbages are especially profitable because they are consumed frequently in Kenyan homes. A farmer with a small piece of land can grow vegetables and sell them in the local market every week. Because vegetables grow quickly, farmers can harvest several times in one year. This makes vegetable farming a good source of steady income. In areas with reliable rainfall or irrigation, vegetable farming can become a major commercial venture. Many village entrepreneurs also open small retail shops commonly known as dukas. These shops sell everyday household products such as sugar, maize flour, cooking oil, salt, soap, and bread. Villagers buy these items regularly, so a well-stocked shop can generate daily sales. Starting a small retail shop may require capital of about 50,000 Kenyan shillings to about 300,000 Kenyan shillings, depending on the size and variety of goods. The shop owner must choose a location that is easy for people to access, such as near a road, school, or market center. Over time, shop owners can expand their businesses by adding new services such as selling airtime, mobile money services, or farm supplies. Another profitable village business is beekeeping. Bees produce honey, which is valued for both its taste and health benefits. Honey is used as a natural sweetener and is also believed to support good health. Beekeeping requires relatively small investment compared to many other agricultural activities. A farmer mainly needs beehives, protective clothing, and basic tools for harvesting honey. Modern beehives can be placed in quiet areas surrounded by trees and flowering plants. Bees collect nectar from flowers and convert it into honey, which can be harvested after several months. Honey can be sold directly to local customers or packaged and sold in larger markets. Because honey has a long shelf life, farmers do not have to rush to sell it immediately. The posho mill business is also very common in Kenyan villages. Many families grow or buy maize and then take it to posho mills where it is ground into flour. This flour is used to prepare ugali, which is one of the most common foods in Kenya. Because maize flour is consumed daily, posho mills often receive customers throughout the day. Starting a posho mill requires buying a milling machine, securing a small building, and ensuring access to electricity or a generator. The startup cost may range from about 120,000 Kenyan shillings to about 250,000 Kenyan shillings. Once the business is running, customers pay a small fee to grind their maize. When many customers visit daily, the owner can earn good profits. Second-hand clothing trading, popularly known as the mitumba business, is another opportunity that thrives in villages. Many people prefer buying affordable clothes rather than expensive new ones. Traders purchase bales of second-hand clothing and sell individual pieces in open markets or small shops. Some sellers specialize in certain categories such as children's clothes, jackets, or shoes. The capital needed to start a small mitumba business can be around 10,000 Kenyan shillings to about 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Successful traders learn how to choose good quality clothing and sell it at fair prices. Transportation is also a vital service in rural areas. Many villages rely on motorcycles for moving people and goods between homes, farms, and market centers. This motorcycle taxi service is commonly called boda. A motorcycle owner can either ride the motorcycle personally or hire a rider and receive daily payments. The cost of purchasing a motorcycle may range from about 120,000 Kenyan shillings to about 200,000 Kenyan shillings. Because transport is needed every day, boda services often provide steady income. Agrovet shops are also becoming more important in rural Kenya. These shops sell agricultural products such as animal feeds, fertilizers, pesticides, seeds, and veterinary medicines. Farmers frequently visit agrovet stores when they need supplies for their crops or livestock. Opening an agrovet shop requires knowledge about agricultural products as well as proper licensing. Startup capital may range from about 100,000 Kenyan shillings to about 300,000 Kenyan shillings, depending on the inventory. Another business that is growing in popularity is tree seedling production. Environmental awareness has increased in Kenya, and many organizations encourage tree planting. Farmers, schools, and community groups often buy seedlings for planting projects. A small nursery can be established with basic materials such as seed trays, soil, water, and shade structures. Seedlings may be sold for about 20 Kenyan shillings to about 50 Kenyan shillings each. When hundreds or thousands of seedlings are sold, the income can be significant. Food vending is also a reliable business in villages and small market centers. People who travel to markets, farms, or construction sites often need affordable meals. A small food kiosk can sell tea, mandazi, chapati, beans, rice, and other local foods. Because food is a daily necessity, this type of business often attracts regular customers. Startup costs may be relatively low, especially if the entrepreneur already owns cooking equipment. Water supply businesses are becoming increasingly important in rural areas where access to clean drinking water may be limited. Entrepreneurs can purify water and sell it in containers to households and shops. Although installing water purification systems requires investment, the demand for clean water ensures steady sales. Success in village businesses depends on several important principles. The first principle is understanding the needs of the local community. Entrepreneurs must observe what people lack and provide solutions. The second principle is starting with manageable capital. Instead of borrowing large amounts of money, it is often safer to begin with small investments and grow gradually. The third principle is maintaining good relationships with customers. In villages, reputation spreads quickly, so honesty and reliability are essential. Another key factor is patience. Many businesses do not produce large profits immediately. Entrepreneurs must be willing to work consistently and reinvest their earnings to expand operations. Over time, small businesses can grow into larger enterprises that support families and even employ other people. Technology is also transforming village businesses in Kenya. Mobile money services have made it easier for customers to pay for goods and services. Farmers can also access agricultural information through mobile phones. Social media platforms allow entrepreneurs to advertise their products to customers in nearby towns. These tools create new opportunities for rural businesses to grow beyond local markets. Education and training also play an important role in business success. Many organizations offer training programs for farmers, traders, and small business owners. Learning better farming methods, marketing strategies, and financial management can greatly improve profitability. Village businesses also contribute to community development. When entrepreneurs succeed, they create jobs for others and stimulate local economic activity. For example, a dairy farmer may employ workers to help with feeding and milking cows. A retail shop owner may hire assistants to manage the shop. These activities create income opportunities for many families. Despite the many opportunities available in rural areas, entrepreneurs must also prepare for challenges. Weather conditions can affect farming activities. Market prices for crops may change depending on supply and demand. Transport challenges can sometimes make it difficult to move goods to markets. However, careful planning and diversification can help reduce these risks. For example, a farmer who grows crops might also keep chickens or goats. If crop production decreases due to drought, livestock sales can still provide income. Similarly, shop owners can expand their product range to attract more customers during different seasons. Young people in villages can also benefit greatly from entrepreneurship. Instead of moving to cities in search of employment, they can create businesses that serve their communities. With creativity and dedication, rural youth can become successful entrepreneurs who transform their local economies. In recent years, many successful Kenyan entrepreneurs have started their journeys in small villages. They began with simple ideas and small investments, but through hard work and persistence, they built businesses that now supply products to larger markets. These stories prove that great opportunities exist everywhere, including in rural communities. The future of village businesses in Kenya looks promising. Improvements in roads, communication networks, and access to financial services are making it easier for rural entrepreneurs to grow. As more people recognize the potential of village economies, new innovations and opportunities will continue to emerge. Anyone who wants to start a village business should begin by identifying their skills, resources, and interests. For example, someone who enjoys working with animals may consider poultry or dairy farming. Someone with strong communication skills may excel in retail trading. By aligning business choices with personal strengths, entrepreneurs increase their chances of success. In conclusion, profitable village businesses are not only possible in Kenya, but also highly achievable. Rural areas offer affordable startup costs, loyal customers, and many untapped opportunities. Whether through farming, trading, transport services, or small manufacturing, entrepreneurs can build sustainable livelihoods that improve their families' futures. With determination, careful planning, and commitment to quality service, village businesses can grow from small beginnings into powerful engines of economic development.